We like to believe we're understood for who we are, that people see the real us. But in reality, most people decide what they think about you before you even open your mouth. Today, we're going to uncover why and what you can do about it. Our brains are wired to make quick decisions. In fact, research shows we form an opinion about someone in 7 seconds or less. 7 seconds. That's faster than it takes to send a single text message. And these judgments, they're based on tiny details. Details you often can't control. Your height, the tone of your voice, the way you stand, even the silence between your words. Psychologists call this the thin slicing effect, our ability to make fast conclusions with very little information. It's an ancient survival mechanism. Thousands of years ago, it could mean life or death. Was that stranger a threat or a friend? But in the modern world, this instinct can be deeply unfair. It turns into prejudice, into stereotypes, into labels you never asked for. Think about your first day at a new job. Before you've even sat down, some people have already decided if they'll like you or not. Maybe they notice your clothes and think, too casual, probably lazy. Or they hear you speak and decide, sounds arrogant. I remember a story of a young woman named Claire. She was quiet in meetings, always deep in thought. People assumed she was shy, or worse, uninterested. But the truth, she was simply listening, carefully. And when she finally spoke, her ideas were some of the best in the room. Yet, for months, her silence was judged as weakness. She had to work twice as hard to change that perception. Here's the thing. Once a judgment is made, the human brain tries to confirm it. This is called confirmation bias. If someone thinks you're unfriendly, they'll notice every time you don't smile and ignore every moment you're kind. Being judged unfairly isn't just annoying. It can shape your life. It can affect your opportunities, your relationships, even your self-worth. Maybe you've been called arrogant just because you're confident, or lazy because you move at a different pace. Over time, those words sink in. You start questioning yourself. And here's the dark truth. Sometimes we begin to become the version of ourselves that others expect, even if it's not who we really are. It's exhausting to live under the shadow of someone else's opinion. So, what can you do? First, understand this. Their judgment is more about them than about you. It reflects their experiences, fears, and insecurities. You are simply the mirror. Second, control what you can. Your posture, your tone, your presence. You don't need to perform, but you can choose to show confidence without arrogance, warmth without losing your boundaries. Third, let your actions speak louder over time. First impressions are powerful, but consistent behavior is stronger. And finally, protect your energy. You do not need to change every opinion about you. Not everyone is worth convincing. The judgment of others does not define your worth. It only reveals their limitations. You see, people will always look at you through their own lens, a lens made of their past experiences, their fears, their failures, and sometimes their envy. If they've been betrayed, they'll look for signs of betrayal in you. If they've been hurt, they'll expect you to hurt them too. You are not the person they imagine, but to them, you are. And that's the trap. To live your life trying to correct an image that only exists in their mind. You could spend years proving yourself, and still, they might refuse to see you for who you truly are. So, what's the alternative? Live as if you've already been misunderstood. Accept that some people will never give you the benefit of the doubt, and focus instead on the ones who don't need convincing. The ones who see you on your quiet days, your clumsy moments, your mistakes, and still choose to believe in you. Those people are rare. Hold on to them. And when you face the cold stare of unfair judgment, remember this: their opinion is not your reflection, it is their projection. You are not defined by the seconds it takes for a stranger to make up their mind. You are defined by the years you've spent becoming who you are, by the nights you fought battles no one saw, by the choices you made when no one was watching. There is a freedom in being misunderstood, because once you stop chasing the approval of everyone, you can finally become the truest version of yourself. And when that happens, you no longer walk into a room wondering who will judge you. You walk in knowing that you've already judged yourself worthy.